Hi folks, this is the latest advanced ultra-compact camera from Canon, the Powershot S120. This is the last camera in the long line of similar models. These cameras have a relatively short life cycle, new model coming each year in August or September. Therefore, specifications often remain the same with only some minor changes or tweaks. This one, the S120, is basically the same camera as S110 and S100. They share the same 12 megapixel image sensor and 5 times optical zoom with image stabilization. Differences are just minor. S120 has a faster burst rate, marginally larger lens aperture, higher resolution LCD and higher video frame rate. This camera has a really slim profile. It is only 29 millimeters in depth, that is a bit over an inch, so it really can fit in almost any pocket. At the top you can see a pop-up flash. It is released with this switch over here. The flash range is around 7 meters. Next to it there are stereo microphone holes and hole for a speaker. The on-off switch, shutter button with zoom rocker dial, and of course the mode dial. At the back you can see a large 3-inch LCD. It has touch capability and 922,000 dots. As you can see, you can fire a shot just by touching a spot on the LCD. Of course, if you do not like the touch control, you can completely turn it off. Next to it you can see a really good thumb rest, so it's really easy to hold the camera securely. And below it you can see the main buttons. All of them are pretty large and they are very easy to press, but the main dial together with multi-way controller is pretty tricky. I don't know if you can see this from the video, but it has extremely short button travel. So it's very easy to rotate and at the same time press one of the functions on it. On the right side of the camera you can see the HDMI and USB outputs. These are both standard connectors, mini USB and mini HDMI, which is really great. At the left side there is the flash release switch and Wi-Fi logo. On the bottom you can see a metal tripod mount and battery compartment. This camera uses lithium battery, which lasts around 200 shots. And of course it uses standard SD memory cards. The thing I really like about this camera is the zoom controller around the lens. You can preset any function on it, but I prefer the step zoom function. That way you can zoom the lens at preset settings like 50mm, 85, 100 and so on. The ring function button can be reassigned. I use it for ISO value. This is the main menu system. You can control it by rotating the main dial and also using the touch interface. Touch interface is very good. You can very easily select the options you want. It also supports multi-touch, so you can zoom images like on smartphone. Of course you have the quick menu system, which is called pressing the function set button, in which you can adjust the most important settings in these cameras. This camera has a built-in ND filter in the lens, which, as you can see, darkens the frame around 3 exposure value stops. Okay, these are all the basics I think you should know about the Canon Powershot S120. If you want to know more, please visit my blog where you can read the entire review and take a look at full-size image samples from this camera. Also, there is a second video on my YouTube channel in which I go into details explaining many system in this camera. So if you want to know more about it, please take a look at that one. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching and please subscribe to my blog.